Hey everyone, in today's video we are featuring the worst tier 10 light tank. Not one of the worst, the absolute worst EBR 105. And why would you ask? Is it the worst tank? Because the handling of this tank is very bad. Half of the time, or even more than half of the time, you will die just because of the driving issues. You might get stuck, you might not be able to turn, or you just like do a 360 going fast. You want to do a slight turn but end up fully rotating your tank and come to a complete stop and then get deleted by opponents. Not to mention the tank has the worst penetration at tier 10, 190, which is even worse or really bad for tier 10 light tank standard as well. 240 heat, still very bad. The tank does go 70 in regular mode and 85 while in turbo, but because the handling is so bad, it is very risky when you are driving through the buildings or in a closed corridors. You will just end up dying because how bad the tank turns. There are some people that obviously have mastered the art of driving the EBR. I'm not of them, not one of them, and there are a majority of people that will struggle with this tank purely because of the driving. The other factors, the gun or the penetration, comes in later. Your initial struggle is how to drive a tank. This is a big map. There are pretty open map, no buildings, and that's the only reason you haven't seen me crash yet. Let's get started with the game. For my setup, running pretty standard camo optics loader. For skills, again using the concealment and gun skills. Full list of skills are in the description. Make sure to check that out. The game started. There are a bunch of tier 8s, 15 with 15 so far. Nothing special. So I used to try to spot with this tank. It just doesn't work. The tank also has one of the worst view ranges. Not only at tier 10, probably already also at tier 9 if you exclude the EBR 90. This tank has a 360 meters of base view range. It does have the best camo, but it won't outspot any other light tank, or in some cases might not even outspot TDs and mediums. It's a pretty bad tank. Does have, I guess, a fun factor. You can do some crazy jumps. I went to D1, do ended up penning a shot. It does have decent accuracy, as you can see. M103 was kind of stationary, and I did manage to pen his hatch. 2 shots of damage. It is pretty difficult to do that, even draw damage or spotting damage with this tank, unless your team is really good. So, 2 tanks down on both sides. This will actually end up in a very, I guess, thrilling outcome how the game progresses. So far, nothing fancy. The light tank is pushing, so I decided to create distance because he can easily shoot me. Autoloader 105. So I didn't want to get spotted, wanted to get close to the rock so I can punish him as he's coming and also help our heavy tank. Light tank is pushing pretty confident. As I took my time to aim, ended up pinning him. He switched his target and started zerging the poor EBR. I try to pin him again. I do have decent gun handling when not in turbo mode. He misses, I miss as well. Or I guess he missed his shot now. Borsig or Iron Rain missed 2 of his shots, and the light tank decided to go for Iron Rain, who has missed 2 of his shots, and also easier for him. Why not? Lucky for Iron Rain, he only had 2 shots as he missed the first on me. And while I'm having my own separate battle with the wall and finally able to get out of its clutches, started chasing the light tank again. Didn't miss a lot of my shots though, do end up finally hitting him once more. He's down to 1 shot. And we are losing by 2 tanks. Takes light tank out of the game, so it's easier for me to or not worry about too many tanks, right? At this point when you're losing, and especially when you're on a tank which doesn't have much carry potential or holding, it's better to get rid of guns. But 2 shots in Motherland as well, and I'm now backing and add 2000 damage. The score is even again, 10-10. And that's the last time you'll see an even score in this game. We lose a tank. Progetto 66 goes down by a waffle. Our heavy is holding 2 tanks. I want to help my heavy, but again, limited by my penetration. I can't even, I won't be able to pen them either. Even the side of E75 is tricky, even if it's slightly angled. Not to mention I get spotted, so not really much I can do here, as I will end up taking 100% I'll end up taking shots. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to avoid that. So I decided to leave that position. We have those TDs in the middle as well as Iron Rain overwatching the heavy. So I thought the heavy is, at least if they push him, he will get punished. As I left, they saw me leaving, they pushed, killed 259A, M103 dead. Our team did do some damage to E75. E75 Motherland are one shot. And I rotated to the other side because I just don't want to fight close quarters. IS-32 spotted one shot. So I thought I'll go and do a little bit cleanup again. You see the epic driving. I ended up rotating and then decided to just reverse in this situation. I want to get rid of numbers, as I said. I can't stress this enough how important it is when you're in a bad tank. Not to mention the guy is one shot. So I decided to push forward and ended up flipping myself. The worst enemy of this tank is the tank itself. Like, you are the one that will end up dying. It won't be the enemy shooting you, it's just your own driving. And again, we rammed into this rock. I pushed right up in the side of Death Star's turret, which is weak. And I couldn't pen. That's how bad the pen is. There's not. It's just, the only way to have, I guess, fun in this tank is don't expect to do damage. And don't try to spot because you won't be able to spot in most situations. And if you do spot, guess what? Your team will not be able to punish the enemy as they might not be in position or just not paying attention. So it's not really worth it. Just try to help teammates when you can. I'm a little late here to help Patton as it's down to one shot. And M103 who killed 259 killed the Patton as well. Slight side turret of M103, however, I ended up bouncing again. 6-8, down by 2 tanks. I thought we can win, as another medium Motherland is coming to help me with M103. I didn't want to be the one to start fighting with M103 head on, as I didn't have any faith in Motherland. So I wanted Motherland to grab the attention of M103 so I can start shooting in the back. He did. M103 put a shot into Motherland, and Motherland is now low. He is pushing Motherland, ramming him. Doing my best to get there. He puts another shot, Motherland down to 2, and now he's refusing to shoot, so I backed up so he doesn't keep staring at me as I don't want to take a shot. He penned Motherland again. He's doing a really good job angling, however he can't angle his hatch. So finally do end up penning them 103. Motherland penned him as well. He took out Motherland. I ended up putting a shot into M103. The score is 4v8. It is getting exciting, or I guess it's getting sad that we're losing tanks. Iron Rain also one shot. Shashka is also one shot. So they were in a cross between our Baby Waffle and Iron Rain. So I thought they would kill the M103. Shashka spots the heavy, probably gets spotted in return. Iron Rain goes down because of M103. And Shashka goes down to the heavy tank, or Death Star actually. He might have tried to kill the heavy and ended up getting baited. And now it's 2v4. I want to kill the M103. I wasn't expecting to win because I know that's their full health. I know, and the server gets spotted. His full health as well. I was coming this side as my Waffle is close to me, and I thought maybe we can kind of bait him. Our Waffle penned him. Our peak spots the FV. Luckily he was one shot. Take him out of the game. Waffle pen Sturv. Again, he is taking shots though. Sturv penned the Waffle as well as the Uris. But no, he's full health actually so far. I do ended up killing the Sturv. 2v6 all of a sudden. Now another tank, Uris, he's full health as well. Initially I thought I'll just leave the Waffle, as he didn't really kill them on the 3, so I was not happy about that. But yeah, this one I was like, okay, I'll just run away. But then I decided that he seems to be coming close to me. He's trying to help me, as he's not just running away, right? He's taking a good corner position to help. He does take a shot from M103 now. So this point I kind of realized, and not to mention I couldn't even kill M103. So once I realized that, I'll start retreating. Our Waffle is down to one shot, but he does finish the M103. The hope is restored. It was expensive though, especially because I kind of pushed this side, and he took 2 from M103 and 1 from Uris. And now I'm going back. I'm like, okay, I think I need to help this Waffle because I do need him to help kill this Uris. Very troll armor, so even if I take one shot, it doesn't matter. He is being careful. He's hiding behind the rock, and I was ready to take the shot for him. He's also very, 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 very good player. As you can see, I put a shot into Udis. He doesn't, he's not afraid that he's one shot. He take the opportunity. He knows that Udis is reloading. He puts a shot into Udis as well. And then I ended up finishing Udis. And there's a auto loader on my left side that seemed to be punishing. That is Waffle. He definitely fired 2 shots. And a Death Star gets spotted. And then unspotted. 2v4, though, game's looking winnable. I know IS-3 is 1 shot. Waffle's also 2, so Death Star is the only issue right now. I'm not sure how healthy the 4th tank is. But as we brought 2v8 to 2v4, I am more hopeful. Waffle goes, not Waffle, our baby Waffle goes down from Waffle. But their Waffle's 1 shot, and I think they only have 1 shot. Scorpion G gets spotted. Lucky for me, he was also 1 shot. So 1v3, it is looking winnable. I was ready to take a shot from Waffle. I think he had fired 2 and he has 2 left. So I peeked here. I shot ET earlier, couldn't pen him. Of course, Waffle got an armor buff. He also managed to not pen as he ended up hitting my wheel. And this one, okay, I was 100% sure that he only has 1 shell, if not none. So I decided to load the magical AT of this tank and push IS-3-2 or IS-2-2. He's 1 shot. Don't have to worry about aiming because I would have bounced otherwise. Waffle fired again and I was 100% sure now he's reloading. So I took my time to reload and aim my shot, and then I can start chasing the Death Star. 1v1 from 1v8. Doesn't happen very often, at least not with me. And I am still full health, not to mention I'm in a turbo tank. 7 kills. If I take out this Death Star, I will have the red lace. Put the bush in between me and Death Star, as Death Star is already spotted, so I don't get spotted. I fired, he probably had bad crew as well. And pen Death Star, again I have the bush in between. Pen Death Star again. Pretty confident at this point, but the curse is real. He ended up blind firing and penning me. Glad it wasn't Hesh, as it hit me for 1200 or almost 1200. Put my last shot into Death Star. Or another shot into Death Star, and now he's down to 1 shot. It is a little bit tricky, as I was expecting Death Star will be kind of just holding this position since it's team destruction and hiding in a corner. I tried to escape, but I just realized there's a window, so I took a quick turn. That's one thing EBR is good for. If you can kind of drive or learn how to drive, you can take quick sharp turns without doing like a 360 and coming to a full stop. Bounced the heat, loaded APCR again. Little bit of bad jump, however I know I had enough time, so ended up killing Death Star. Was pretty happy with the result. 2v8. They didn't have full health, not to mention couldn't have done without the baby Waffle, so shout out to him. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you think about this tank. Is this the worst light tank, or is there another tank that you hate more than playing EBR? Hopefully Wargaming might fix this tank in the future. We'll see though. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.